Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I am super happy that you're here with me, and I hope you're all doing very, very well today. So we have a pick a card reading yet again. And this time we are going to be looking at your future partner, what they will be like, what will be their energy, their kind of characteristics, all that kind of good stuff. We're going to be looking into that. Now, these 4 piles are the ones that you get to choose from today. So try and choose with your intuition as much as possible. But if that is kind of difficult, you can just choose based on which stone calls to you the most. So pile number 1, we have clear quartz. Pile number 2, we have Moonstone, and this is the peach kind. Pile number 3 is Unakite, and pile number 4 is Desert Rose. So take a moment if you need to. You can also just pause the video. If you want to, you can meditate on the piles as well. Just see which pile calls to you the most. And if you're ready, then just scroll down, find the timestamps either from the description box or the comment section, and see what comes out about your future partner. So I will see you in just a bit. Okay, hello pile number 1. So you guys chose the clear quartz crystal, and this is just an overall very, very good stone. It's very universal. You can program it, you can clear your energy with it. You can also use it for healing. So this has just so many different purposes, but it's also just very much tied to like the crown chakra and more of those higher vibrational energies. So let's see what comes out for you guys. Oh, wow. Okay, so sorry, I had to check that I got the name right. But yeah, this first card that we have is from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So this card represents your future partner's energy, and you have the Shark card, which is incredibly powerful. Personally, I am a bit freaked out. I am super scared of sharks, but I do have to admit that they are just absolutely majestic animals. They really are. They are so powerful and they are fearless. So they are definitely someone that you do not want to mess with. They're also someone who just goes and takes what they want. So when you consider that, like the kind of characteristics of a shark, and apply them to a human being, then you just get someone who is very, very driven, very forceful. They just go after what they want. And I feel like also they are very unapologetically them. They are very true to themselves. I feel like they are very much aware of themselves as a person, and also I do feel that they are not someone who will kind of sugarcoat things. They will be very straight to the point, and just say whatever needs to be said. So yeah, they are just a very, very powerful human being. And I also feel like they could actually be a shark when it comes to like business or career. Like he may be very, very successful at what he does, or she, sorry. I don't know why I just automatically thought of a male. But yeah, either he or she, whatever the gender, your future partner, I feel like will be very, very successful, very driven, and they are very highly regarded at their job or whatever they do. I feel like they're very, very good at it. But let's see what else comes out. So we have the 6 of Wands. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh my God, yeah, definitely a business person. And a 10 of Cups in reverse. So these cards will just kind of clarify the energy of your future partner. Give us some more information about them as a person. But yeah, we have so much wand energy coming through, the 6 of wands, the 7 of wands, the queen of wands. So as I already said, I feel like they are very, very successful. They are very, very much like either they are entrepreneurs, they are business owners, they are just very, very high up at whatever kind of company they work for, if they are not self-employed. They are definitely someone who absolutely shines at what they do. They are recognized, they are praised, people look up to them, people follow them. So yeah, I feel like they are very successful at whatever they do. And also, as I already said, the 7 of wands to me just kind of reassures the fact that they are very unapologetically themselves. Like, they are not trying to be anything else. They are not trying to impress anyone by putting on a fake mask or by making themselves out to be bigger or better or more successful than they are, because honestly, they don't need to. They are very successful as it is. And because we have the Queen of Wands energy as well, they do have this kind of softer, more joyful, more warm side to them. I mean, the majority of the cards, as I already said, are Wands cards, and Wands as a suit. Very fiery, very passionate, very warm, very charismatic. I honestly feel like they are someone who just draws people in. They just have that kind of magnetism to them. I even feel that with the 7 of Wands, even though the 7 of Wands has a kind of different kind of energy. It's more so to do with just kind of protecting yourself and overcoming any obstacles, any opposition, anything like that. But for some reason, I do feel like, especially because of the design, because of the illustration of this card, I feel like they are such a sunny, such a positive person, even though they do have a very kind of sharp edge to them. Like when they need things to be done, they will absolutely get them done. Like there's no question about that. There's no hesitation, nothing like that. I don't know why, but I just heard they laugh in the face of fear. So yeah, they are absolutely fearless. And but yeah, at the same time, they radiate this kind of joy, this beauty, this charisma, because of the lit up solar plexus chakra that we have going on this card as well. They might actually be a Leo. That's coming through very strongly. They might be a Leo if we're talking about zodiac signs, but obviously it doesn't have to be. They don't have to be. Because we have the Queen of Wands over here, I do feel like they have a softer, more like feminine side to them. As I already said, it doesn't matter whether they are male, whether they are female. It has nothing to do with gender. We're talking about energies, and all of us have both masculine and feminine energies within us. So I actually really like the Queen of Wands card, because the Shark card I feel like is very masculine, very assertive, very dominant when it needs to be, but I feel like it's a very nice balance because of the Queen of Wands card over here. So they do have that nurturing, caring, just wanting to give their love and give their affection to other people. That comes through very strongly with this card as well. So yeah, and also the Queen of Wands does represent someone who has like these higher morals. Like they are very, very in tune with nature. They are very in tune with animals. They care about animals and nature a lot. So it might be someone who, whatever kind of area they actually work at, they do have very strong morals, and they just have a lot of respect for other like living beings. Like they definitely have this softer, more caring side to them. Now, the only card that's kind of like tripping me up a bit is the 10 of Cups in the reverse. It just kind of doesn't really fit the whole picture over here. So honestly, the kind of sense that I get off this card is that they might have some emotional issues with their family, like their roots, their background, where they come from. They might not have like the best relations with their family or their relatives, something like that. I feel like they are very independent. I mean, that comes through with the Shark card very heavily. Also the Queen of Wands, and like, well, as I already said, the Wand suit in general is thought of as very entrepreneurial, very kind of self-made, that kind of energy. And yeah, something tells me that they might have, like maybe from a young age, they had to be very like self-sufficient and very independent, and they might have gone their own way as a young person already. So there might be some kind of issues with the family, just some tension. Maybe there are some unresolved traumas or some unresolved hurts from the past. So maybe like family issues and those kinds of like childhood topics might hit a nerve, or they might be more sensitive to those kind of topics, and maybe they don't really want to share that part of themselves, at least at first. They might warm up to it later if the kind of connection deepens a bit and they feel more secure, because as I said, like they are very unapologetically them, but also because of the Seven of Wands, as I already said, it could be like protecting yourself. And I do feel like this could also indicate them being a bit standoffish when it comes to this family and childhood and like roots kind of topic. So just bear that in mind. But generally, this is a really, really, really good energy. Very powerful, very positive. I really like it. Okay, so this card over here, actually I want to keep it in the middle. This Moonology Oracle card is representative of what they are going to bring into your life, what kind of blessing they're going to bring into your life. And we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So yeah, I feel like that is actually something that you will help each other with, because as I get this strong feeling that this is a very kind of business and career oriented person, someone who is very, very ambitious, someone who has a lot of goals and a lot of drive in them to achieve higher and higher goals that they have set for themselves. I do feel like they might struggle with just kind of taking the time out and just relaxing. I feel like that's something that they might struggle with. And also because it might be like just this kind of downtime and being with your family and just relaxing, enjoying that kind of spending the time together with your closest people. As I said, because I feel like there's some kind of like past trauma or something there that might really, it doesn't like put them off, but it might just be some kind of blockage that they are just so used to like being constantly on the move and constantly doing something and constantly striving for bigger and bigger goals, that they might not really be very good at just taking a break, and they might not feel very comfortable with just like relaxing. They might not even actually know how to do it maybe they don't really even know how to do it very well. But also I feel like, as I said, I feel like it's something that you both will kind of teach each other how to kind of take time out, how to relax, how to unwind, how to enjoy life with someone. Because it's all good and great that you know this person is very successful and they probably do enjoy their life and all that they have achieved already. But at the same time, I feel like you can get lost in that very, very easily and kind of lose touch with actually sharing yourself with other people. So I feel like that's what you will actually bless them with, and in turn they, with their kind of presence, and maybe they will affect you in a positive and relaxing kind of way as well. You might be very ambitious and driven yourself, because normally we do tend to attract the kind of people that resonate with our frequency to some extent. But let's keep going. Yeah, okay, so some additional information from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. We have release. And again, I feel like this, it's kind of tying in with this card, take time to breathe out. I feel like there's definitely the need to learn how to let go of like stress and any kind of worry, and just really thoughts that you don't really need to carry with you. And it's very often that people who have these very, very fast-paced, very constantly on the move lives, that they just get really, really used to stress, and they don't really know how to let it go at one point. It almost becomes a norm to be in this survival mode all the time. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely the need to learn to let go of stuff that's not really needed, and also possibly to kind of clear some blockages as well to do with like past life, just past traumas, and any kind of wounds that are still there and that haven't healed properly. Because yeah, for some reason I just feel like they have kind of shut that part of them out, and they haven't really paid any notice to it anymore. They've just kind of had this one focus, one goal to make the most out of themselves that they can. But yeah, I feel like the lesson here is to learn to let go of the unnecessary baggage, the hurt, the pain, the wounds, to actually address them and let all of that go and learn how to relax. And the last card that we have, this is from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. We have Concealed Power, give birth to the wonder of revelation. So yeah, I feel like there's so much more that's hidden in them. There's so much more power. There's so much more love. There's so much more warmth and uniqueness. But I feel like it just hasn't been able to kind of come to the surface. Because they've been in this kind of survival mode and wanting to climb as high up as they possibly can. But there's really, really so much to benefit from letting go of the past unnecessary baggage, so that there would be room for the more kind of soft and emotional side to emerge. And it's even funny because when I look at it, I don't know if you can see like I'm going to try and like explain it as best as I can, but the way that I see it, we have a lot of like red coming through this card. This card is all blue. So this kind of talks to me about that like drive, passion. Red is a very, very fiery, passionate kind of color, right? And blue is very much about emotions and that watery, deep, that kind of more feminine, more intuitive kind of color. And it's just so funny to me that on this card, when we're talking about like the concealed power that is hidden, like the outside is all covered in this red, and on the inside there's all this blue that is hidden, that is concealed beneath this red, all this red. So yeah, the message here I feel like is that, well, I think like it's going to be mutual. I feel like you both will kind of teach each other to connect more with your feelings, your emotions, let even more of that feminine side come out. And it is amazing that there's so much of this fiery and masculine and assertive and powerful energy here, but it just needs to be balanced out with this more emotional and just being in touch with your feelings, that kind of energy that needs to come to play, because at the moment I feel like it's blocked a bit. So yeah, that's something that very likely you will help with, when it comes to them. But also I feel like they will maybe be able to melt something in you as well. So this is actually such an interesting kind of reading, and I hope you got something out of this. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope it was helpful and interesting in some way. And yeah, if it did give you something to think about, if it was interesting, insightful, anything like that, then please let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you thought. And also, if you would give me a thumbs up, I would really, really, really appreciate it. But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. So you guys chose the Peach Moonstone. And this is actually one of my favorite stones again, just because it is very much in touch with like the intuitive side, the emotional side. It's a very, very good stone to use for dreams. Also, it helps you remember your dreams when you put it underneath your pillow. And yeah, so it's just a very, very kind of nice, a bit more feminine stone, because it is in connection to the moon, which is all about feminine energy. So let's see. Oh my goodness, of course you got the owl card, which is again my one of like my spirit animal, and very, very feminine yet again, very much that moon and intuitive energy. So this card, this is from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck, and this is representative of the kind of energy that your future partner has. So yeah, the owl, wow, this is some highly intuitive kind of person that you are dealing with, or you will be dealing with. Owls are someone who, they can see in the dark. They can see things that maybe others can't. They have this sense of like this innate knowing, this innate wisdom. That's why I say that like the owl has a very, very kind of that feminine, intuitive kind of energy. This is very, very powerful. I feel also that regardless of whether they are a man or a woman, like there's no, like gender does not matter at all. We're talking about energies. And I feel like very, very much so, this future partner of yours is in their feminine energy more so than their masculine. So they might not be a very like extrovert type person. They might be more introverted, more quiet, more contemplating, just processing things on the inside. I also feel like they're the kind of person who doesn't just talk nonsense, who doesn't talk whatever comes to their mind. They are very, very careful and thoughtful about what they say and how they say it, because they know that words are super powerful. I feel like they see through people, and that's why they can give like the best advice, the best counsel. They just know what the best solution is. So if you ever have any kind of issues, or you feel like you need to turn to someone to get some help, to get some assistance, like they are definitely the kind of person who will always hear you out and always be there with their best guidance, support, because they have heaps of it. They are incredibly wise, incredibly smart, and they really care. I feel like they are very, very caring as a person. They might even have that kind of nurturing, motherly sense to them. Again, absolutely no matter whether they are a man or a woman. They might just be very, very caring and nurturing in general, just wanting to be there and help others as much as they can. But I also feel like, as I said, I also feel like they are kind of introverted. They might also be an empath. So they might not enjoy crowds very much. They might like to be more private or kind of spend more time indoors. They're maybe not overly social. And yeah, they might just be more private people. But let's see what else we have. So we have the Tower. We have the Sun. Oh my goodness, we're starting off with 2 major arcana. We have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the 4 of Cups. So these tarot cards from the Light Seers Tarot, they are just to give some extra information, some clarification about the energy or the characteristics of this person. With the major arcana being here, especially with the Tower and the Sun, I feel like they are very in touch and in tune with their inner wisdom, with higher powers. They are very, very aware. Yeah, this is definitely someone that you want to have on your side when you're going through something, because their support will just be absolutely priceless. And again, even though I feel like they are maybe a bit more quiet, a bit more reserved, I feel like they are so warm and loving on the inside. Like they do have that ability. They know how to enjoy life, but they are very kind of mature about that. So they might not be the kind of person who you go out and get drunk with. Even though if you're watching these kinds of videos, I don't think that that's something that you would enjoy yourself overly much either. But yeah, it's just, there's something like very mystical, something very like anciently wise about them, but they might also be kind of a mystery. Like their inner workings might not be completely apparent and completely understandable, but they have a very strong presence, I feel like. Very strong, very palpable, but it's very positive. It's almost healing, I want to say. And we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like they are very confident people. That, like, your future partner is a very confident person. Like, there's not too much doubting with them, because as I said, this the main energy that I get is just that this is a very wise and very, very capable person. They know themselves very well, but as I already said, they can see through other people so clearly as well. They just know. So I feel like it's very difficult to make them kind of lose their sense of stability. Like, I don't even know what it would take to make that person crack. Like, they are very strong. They are very, yeah, like unshakable, I even want to say. Like, they are just a powerhouse on the inside. Like, they are a powerhouse. One thing that is coming through very strongly about this person is that they might actually fool people, because they might give off this impression of being maybe like they're a pushover, or just there's just someone more quiet. They're not very vocal. They're not looking for attention. Like they don't need to be the center of attention to feel good about themselves, because they have this inner well of just confidence. And I feel like they are just very, very, they feel very good in their own skin. And they don't really need too much of that outside of themselves. They don't need like outward validation to make them happy or to make them feel appreciated. They can just offer that kind of positive affirmation to themselves. So yeah, they might kind of maybe fool some people and appear to be someone who's, as I already said, a pushover. But in truth, they are not like that at all. So that might be something to bear in mind, that even though they may appear to be very quiet, very shy, they are so lively on the inside, and they, as I said, they're a powerhouse. They can make stuff happen. Absolutely, they can make stuff happen because they have had this kind of sense of realization themselves, which has led them to have this innate knowledge and wisdom, and just being very, very secure in themselves. And with that comes the sense that it is very difficult to try and lure them in with any kind of false promises or anything glitzy and shiny and superficial. Like, they are just not interested in that at all. They know what they want, and they are not very easily swayed with beautiful things, gifts, nice words, compliments, anything like that. It really just kind of, I mean, of course they like it, and they appreciate when people say nice things to them, but I feel like it's kind of it's not something that will win you any favors with this person. They will appreciate it, they will say thank you, they will be grateful, but they won't feel like you've just swept them off their feet. That's just they're just too kind of secure within themselves for that. So yeah, just bear in mind that they will not be interested in anything superficial, anything that is very shallow, that is small talk, that is just not deep and meaningful. I feel like that just won't fly with them at all, because they know what they want. They want someone who they will be able to have very intellectual, very meaningful and deep conversations with. They are just kind of more high level. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, so oh wow, this is such a beautiful message. We have, so this is the Moonology Oracle deck, and this card is going to represent what this person brings into your life as a blessing, or what kind of positive will emerge from your relationship. And we have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I feel like because they themselves are so secure, they are so confident, and they are just really happy with themselves. They know how to appreciate themselves. They know how to love themselves. They know their worth, and that's why they won't let anything subpar into their space, into their reality. And I feel like that's something that they will be able to help you with as well, or will be able to enforce within you, that kind of sense of self-worth and knowing how to appreciate yourself. Because Virgo as a sign is someone who is very giving and nurturing, and they want to help. It's a sign of helping, of being of service to other people. But yeah, the downside to that is that maybe you kind of forget, or you don't really put your own needs first when you should. So I feel like that's actually what this future partner of yours will help you with. Because remember when I said that I have a sense that they have a healing kind of energy? And I feel like that's like one aspect. I think you will feel very, very good about yourself when you are with this person, because they will make you feel like you are the most important person in the world. I feel like they will truly know how to appreciate you, and they will help you build that feeling within yourself as well, so that you would be able to treat yourself with the utmost respect. I really like this owl energy. Oh my goodness, of course, of course. So next we have the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and this is just some kind of extra information about your person. And we have Enlightenment. And of course, it just goes so well with the Tower card. That's exactly what I felt like. I felt like they are very enlightened, like they have had this kind of aha moment within themselves. They've come to some realizations, and that's why they can be their own sun, their own source of joy. And they are just very spiritual, very intuitive, very, very, very in touch with their own deeper emotions, and also with the universe and the outside forces. I feel like they are very good at knowing and feeling the energies of other people around them. As I think I said, that they are very likely an empath, someone who can just sense and feel other people's emotions and feelings and energies. So yeah, you're just dealing with a very, very wise and high vibe person. I feel like I'm repeating myself so much, but honestly, that's like the main thing that's coming through. This very powerful, intuitive energy. That's the main thing. And I also feel like the reason why I feel like I don't have too much to say about them, or there's some kind of like there's only so much that is coming through, is because they are kind of more keeping to themselves. They are not very talkative. They are not very, and okay, don't take it the wrong way. It's not that they are like quiet all the time and that you have to be the one who keeps the conversation alive and all that. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like they are not the kind of yappy type who just talks and talks and talks endlessly, even if they really don't have anything to say. They are not that kind of person. They will talk when it's actually needed. And they are very good listeners. But as I already said, because of that more not closed off energy, but more private energy, I feel like not too much is actually coming through. But yeah, that's just what it is. Okay, and finally we have the Sufi Wisdom Oracle, which says, heart of the matter, align life's pathways through the heart. I feel like this person is operating from that higher knowledge, right? And that higher knowledge is very often embedded in our heart. That's like the center where we are actually connected with the universe. Well, our crown chakra as well, like, you know, but I mean the heart is a very, very important, like the connection point. And because we also have this green coming through with the Virgo card, I do feel like, I feel like this is someone who is very loving and very caring, and who will maybe even help you expand your own heart space, like heal you in that sense. They will help you to open up your hearts and maybe be a bit more vulnerable, as well as kind of find this sense of security within yourself. And that's actually when you can be vulnerable, right? When you have that sense of security, when you know yourself, and when you have enough trust and faith in yourself that you know that you will be okay when you are vulnerable, that you are brave enough to be vulnerable and open to other people and open to love. And that's really what's coming through. A lot of love, a lot of wisdom, a lot of healing, just so much positive energy, and very, very high vibe energy. So wow, that is definitely not the kind of person that you will meet every day. So you have a very special connection coming in with this person. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope it was interesting. I hope it was insightful in some way. And if you got something out of this video, please give me a thumbs up if you would be so kind. And also you can leave me a comment if you enjoyed this video. That would mean so much to me. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that I will see you in my next videos as well. So take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. So you guys chose the Unakite, which is very much a heart chakra stone. It's all about opening your heart up to be able to give more unconditional love and also to receive unconditional love. And it's a very healing stone as well. So let's see what comes out about your person. Okay, so this first card is from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and this is representative of your future partner's energy and their kind of characteristic. So we have fish, and you know, I have a sense that you actually might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Maybe a Sagittarius will come into your life, or an actual Pisces, because we do have the fish. Because this card is all about having a very going with the flow, kind of relaxed and chilled energy. So your future partner will probably be someone who doesn't take life too seriously. They don't get kind of stressed or freaked out very easily. I feel like they just have a deep sense of trust for the universe and for their journey, and they just know that things will be okay. They're just very good at, like, as I already said, going with the flow, taking things easy, not taking life too seriously. But at the same time, it's not that kind of, it's not like a childish energy. When I say that, not taking life too seriously, I feel like they have a sense of humor. I feel like they definitely have a sense of humor to them. And they are also probably very at home with their emotions. Because we have the moon over here, and, well, fish being in the water element as well. So they might be very, very in touch with their emotions and not afraid to express them either. Now, one thing I do feel like is that they might sometimes like lose themselves in their emotional state a bit. And like when they lose themselves in that kind of state where they need to figure things out, they might not be too aware of how that is affecting like you or people outside of them. So they might not be able to communicate the best when they are in that state. But other than that, I feel like they are very social. They are very kind of outgoing. They are very fun. As I already said, they have a great sense of humor. I don't know why that's coming through, but like a great sense of humor is coming through. And they just know, I feel like they also know how to laugh at themselves. Like they're not someone who is too serious, someone who is too conservative, or like closed-minded, narrow-minded. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, they are definitely not narrow-minded. They are someone who can absolutely see the bigger picture. And I also feel like they are very nice people to have a conversation with. They are very nice conversationalists because they are not the type to force their views on anyone else. They have their own views, but I don't feel like they are very stuck in them or they're very fixed. I feel like they are very open-minded. They are very explorative. Is that a word? I hope it is. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? They have a very open-minded attitude, and they are constantly looking for like new ways and new perspectives to see things, and they are very much open to expanding their mindset to seeing different points of views. I feel like they enjoy talking to other people a lot, but that they are also very interesting people to have a conversation with. Okay, so let's see what tarot cards we have. We have the Six of Cups. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. That is beautiful energy and lots of cups coming through, of course, as I already said. Emotions, emotions, emotions. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. And we have an Eight of Swords in the reverse as well. This is beautiful energy, guys. Absolutely beautiful energy. Honestly, this is just kind of confirming everything that I already said, everything that I got off this card initially. They are very, very emotionally tuned in. Like they are very emotionally wise. They know what their heart wants. I feel like they know, and they are very open. They are very sharing. They might have a sentimental, nostalgic side to them as well. And I feel like they are someone who very highly regards making memories. So they might be someone who is who wants to constantly like take pictures or take videos, who want to they want to make the memories last. That's very interesting. They want to make the memories last. So yeah, they might be also someone who just like loves to keep family albums. And I feel like they're also very, very good with children. They are very good, very caring, very, very warm and very playful as well. Very good with children, and they're just a family kind of person, and they just have such a huge heart. Such a huge heart. I feel like they actually have love for everyone. Like for some reason I'm not saying that they are like gullible or naive or anything like that. I don't feel that at all. I actually feel that they just want everyone to do well. They want everyone to be happy. They want everyone to be healthy, and they're almost like well, Sagittarius, right? That's what I kind of said, and Pisces as well. Both of those signs are very, very intuitive. If you're able to hear that, I'm sorry, it's a train. But anyway, yeah, I feel like, well, both of those signs, Sagittarius and Pisces, are both very, very intuitive, very big picture kind of signs. And they want to help, right? They want to make a change in the world, and they want to help other people. So that's that kind of sense of caring and just wanting to give of themselves, that comes through very, very strongly. They just have a lot of love for everyone. They have a lot of love to give. And when we look at the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's actually funny that I get the sense that they're just not afraid to be vulnerable, to share themselves, because this kind of this Queen of Wands in this specific deck, this is the Light Seers Tarot. This specific Queen of Wands in this deck, I love how the illustration on this card. Well, she's the Queen of Swords. She's very intellectual, very, very wise. Again, but very, very kind of mental space oriented, right? And I love how like she's sitting on this mattress, and there's this one cup that is hidden and barred away that she keeps to herself, that she's not letting anyone else see, she's not letting anyone near it, and she's just completely barred this off. So to me, this Queen of Swords in this deck is just, she's very powerful, but there's this one side of herself that she's very heavily guarding, that emotional side, a cup. And because we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I just feel like this person, your future partner, is someone who is not afraid to be vulnerable. Not afraid at all. But because we are still dealing with a Queen of Swords, so very, very mentally mature, very mentally adequate. They do have the mental prowess. As I already said, I feel like they are very big picture. They might also like to talk about and kind of just keep themselves very, very informed, and they just want to know what is going on in the world. They might be very well educated and just have a very wide spectrum when it comes to knowledge. But they are not afraid to be vulnerable. And again, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this just talks about freedom. Like they are so open-minded. So open-minded. And there's no sense of like protecting themselves or closing themselves off, or feeling like they can't be themselves because maybe someone will take advantage of them, or the feeling that they need to wear a mask of some kind. Like honestly, I don't feel like those kinds of thoughts even occur to this person, because they are so much operating from their heart space. And I just realized we have Unakite, which is the heart chakra stone. And it's just funny that so much of this loving and heart-spaced and open and emotional energy is coming through these cards as well. Yeah, if you are someone who is looking for like a lifelong partner, a kindred soul, someone who is looking for that family and the dog and the house and the kids and all that, if that's what you're after, I feel like this person is after those things too. Like that's the end goal. And honestly, I feel like it's also the kind of person that you will never get bored with, because they are just so kind of enthusiastic and open-minded. I don't know how many times I've said the word open-minded, but that's just coming out so strongly that I honestly feel like you will just never get bored. Never get bored. They will just come up with like these crazy ideas out of the blue, but like good crazy, like fun crazy ideas. Yeah, I just get so much joyous and fun and like that kind of very, very warm energy coming through, and they just love life. They just love life. Yeah. Okay, we have the Moonology Oracle card next, which is the card symbolizing what this person will bless you with, or what kind of positive effect they will have on your life. And we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So yeah, I feel like they will bring some kind of maybe some more trying periods that you've had in the past with partnerships. I feel like they will end that cycle for you. Like they will, with their enthusiasm and their love of life and their open heart and that infinite flow of love and warmth and affection that just pours out of them, that radiates out of them. And it's so funny because this moon, I feel like there's all these rays around this moon. And yeah, I feel like they are just they're someone who shines very brightly, and they will just light up the whole room when they walk somewhere. And that's what they will do for you as well. I feel like they will help you kind of close out some of these more trying, more difficult cycles, more difficult past experiences that you've had when it comes to relationships. They will help you come out of that, and maybe even allow you to be more trusting as well, allow you to operate more from your heart space. Oh, this is so beautiful, honestly. We have the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and this is just to give some extra information about the future person that you're going to be meeting. And this says going forward. So this is so beautiful. And again, we have all this green, the heart chakra, right? The color green is associated with the heart chakra. There's this little path that's going towards the sunlight, and all these birds that are flying, and it's just so much freedom. And I do feel like they will help you move towards happiness. They will help you go forward and move away from whatever past issues you've had, whatever past disappointments you've experienced. They will help you move forward from that. And actually, as I already said, if like a family and that kind of more deep commitment is something that you are after, I feel like this is the kind of person that you will be able to tread that path with. So that is actually beautiful. And from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle, the last kind of additional information that we have is balanced life. Love seeks your well-being. Yeah, I feel like they will definitely help you kind of balance yourself out a bit more, because whenever we go through something that either disappoints us or hurts us or just leaves us scarred, we just kind of automatically shut ourselves off in some way. And that's necessary because we need to heal and we need to get ourselves better. So we need to kind of push out the external, but it also needs to be temporary. We can't stay in this Eight of Swords isolated and closed off energy forever. At one point, we do need to open ourselves up again once our hearts are healed. But yeah, I feel like maybe you've been a bit out of balance in that sense. I just feel like you just really need a very honest and loving connection to get you to open up. And this person is just the perfect person for that, honestly. To get you to trust in love again and to get you to open up your heart, because there's so much beauty, so much love and warmth and kindness. And actually, yeah, this is just, I feel this swelling in my heart. Like, it's actually making me emotional as well. It's just so positive. This energy is so, so, so positive. I mean, honestly, congratulations. Congratulations, because I feel like this person is absolutely amazing. And that's where I'm going to leave you. So yeah, I really hope that you found something enjoyable from this video, something helpful, something insightful. If you did, then I would really appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up, and if you would also maybe leave me a comment if it did something for you, this reading. I would really, really, really appreciate it, honestly. So thank you so much for watching this reading, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome, pile number 4. So you guys chose the Desert Rose. This is actually a very kind of high vibe stone again. Very much to do with the third eye, the crown chakra. Very much to do with intuition and yeah, just that kind of inner knowing. So let's see what we can find out about your future person. Oh my goodness, of course, you have the Whale card. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely tying in with the Desert Rose stone. So this card is from the Wild Unknown Spirit, or Animal Spirit, sorry. Yeah, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. And this is representative of your future person's or your future partner's energy. I actually feel like they are a very kind of wise old soul. I feel like they have a lot of experience in all different aspects of life. Even if they're not like very old, they might not be like in years, they might not be very old, but it really doesn't matter, does it? It's all to do with what's on the inside. And on the inside, this person they are just next level. I feel like their presence is very healing. Their presence is very supportive. And I feel like they are the kind of person who you just know that you'll be able to rely on no matter what you encounter in your life. Like they will just always, always be there for you and give you like the best kind of advice. And also I get a very strong selfless kind of energy coming through as well. I'm not saying that they don't care about themselves. They absolutely do, and they know how to take care of themselves. They are very, very self-sufficient. I just feel like their focus is more on helping others. They might actually even be like, when it comes to work or something like that, like their career, they might actually be involved in some kind of environmental or something to do with helping the world, helping other people. I don't get a vibe of like someone who just wants to make a lot of money for themselves. They might not really care too much about material possessions. They might not care too much for them. And again, don't take it the wrong way. They definitely can handle themselves. They are definitely independent. Like financially, they are very, very able to take care of themselves. They are very, very independent in that sense and sufficient. But I just don't feel like that's something that they regard very highly. Like that's not something that is the most important thing in their life. That's not something that they strive overly towards. Like status and money and just any kind of affluence in the material sense is not something that drives them forward. I feel like what drives them forward is this deep calling, this deep sense of wanting to do something meaningful, of having a deeper purpose in life, doing their part to help the world, to help the collective. I actually even got the sense that they might be working in the medical field. I don't know why that came through just now, but they might be employed or they might have a career in medicine. Maybe they're a doctor, maybe they're a surgeon, maybe they're a therapist or counselor or something like that. But I do feel like something to do with the medical field coming through. But let's see what else we have. Oh my goodness. We have the Emperor in reverse with the Page of Wands. I'm sorry, this is just too funny because exactly what I said, they are not someone who is after like material and material wealth and like status and possessions and all that. It's just not what they are about. Okay, we also have the World in the reverse, and we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse as well. Okay, so these tarot cards, these are from the Light Seers Tarot, if anyone is interested. Is this straight? Can't tell, but I'm trying to get them to be as straight as possible. So these tarot cards from the Light Seers Tarot, these are just clarifying cards to kind of give more information and to go a bit more in depth about the characteristics and the energy of this person. It's actually just, this is just cracking me up because, yeah, the Emperor in reverse. They're just really not someone who cares about power plays or getting ahead in life to assert some kind of dominance or any kind of superiority over someone. Like they are just not interested in that at all. They are much more free-spirited. They are much more free-spirited. I feel like the main goal for them is to never stop exploring and learning, and to never stop growing as a person. Yeah, because we also have the world in reverse. So life to them is like this journey where you can constantly keep bettering yourself, constantly keep doing more and be more. It's not like a race to get to the finish line. So yeah, I get the sense that the wheel of transformation will just always be turning for them. They will always be looking for ways to make an even bigger impact, to give more of themselves, to be of more help, to widen their horizons and to expand their mind and to gain more skills and gain more experience and learn new things. Yeah, I get the sense that they are such a free soul. And again, they just see the bigger picture. They just know what life is actually about, what actually is important in life. And they are much more guided and driven by what actually makes them happy than what like brings in money or anything like that. They are just, they are swimming in the deep. They are not shallow people at all. And it makes sense, right? Whale as an animal as well, when you think about it, the whales, most of the time, they just swim in the deep and they sing and they talk to their fellow species. They sing and they communicate with them, even if they are hundreds of miles away. And allegedly, they also heal the planet with their song. And most of the time, as I already said, they are swimming in the depths of the ocean, and they only come on the surface to blow out some water, right? Through their blowhole. So they only come to the surface ever so often. So that's actually what I feel like your future partner is as a person as well. Like I feel like most of the time they enjoy kind of being more deep, being more meaningful. But that doesn't mean that they're like a killjoy or that they're a bore to be around. They're not like that at all, because we do have the Page of Wands, and that's very, very playful and very, very fun and very lively energy. I just feel like they are not, as I said, they are not the shallow type. They don't care about the superficial and what's kind of on the outside. They are much more interested about what's on the inside. So that's where their values lie. And the last tarot card being the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, they know exactly where they stand. They know what their purpose in life is, and they are very secure in that. And they are just, whatever kind of outward circumstances they are experiencing, I feel like that doesn't ever get them down, or that doesn't like bum them out, because they are operating from a more enthusiastic and positive space. They just have this sense of faith, and they are guided by, again, like by their intuition, by their inner knowing, by this deeper wisdom within. I mean, we have the Desert Rose, so that again, that just ties in so well. Whatever happens around them, they are able to draw strength from inside them. Like nothing will ever get them down in the dumps where they feel like life is against them, or where they feel like they cannot overcome the challenges that they're facing. They are just much too resourceful, much too wise for that. This is some highly evolved energy that you're dealing with. That's the kind of person who will help you deal with whatever comes up in your life. They will just know. Oh my goodness, honestly. It's just how the way that the tarot and the oracle cards work sometimes, it actually just baffles me completely. So we have the Moonology Oracle card, which is representing the kind of blessing that they're giving to you, or that they're bringing into your life, the positive effect that they will have on your life. And we have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. And yeah, exactly, that's exactly the kind of energy that I feel like they will bring into your life. They will be very giving. They want to give of themselves. They want to help other people. They want to be there. They want to support. Again, I don't feel like they actually, they're not looking for any kind of rewards for what they're doing. They're doing it because that's what they're called to do, because that's what just comes naturally to them. And that's the kind of energy that I feel like they operate from all the time. So very, very, very kind soul, very loving, and very, very helpful and supportive. Oh yeah, okay, so we have stillness. This is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle card, and this is just any kind of additional information about your future partner. We have stillness and the swan, and again, I get this very, very mature energy. Like they are just emotionally and mentally very, very mature, regardless of their age. Like there's life brewing inside them. As I already said, don't get the wrong idea. This is not someone who's like a bore or very, very passive or very kind of quiet or pulled away from people. Not like that at all. Absolutely not. I just feel like they have this sense of calm about them, the sense of peace. I don't know whether I said that, but like their presence, like when they come into a room, that they will have this specific kind of effect, like a very calming presence, like a very healing presence. I don't know whether I said that, but that's again like the kind of confirmation that I get with this card, with the stillness card. They know that there's no need to rush. They don't grasp at anything, and because they know that like everything that they need will come to them. I feel like they are actually going to bless you or kind of help you with maybe being able to calm down, unwind, relax. Like as I said, their presence is very healing, very relaxing, very calming. So I feel like that's the kind of effect that they will also have on you, to bring you into this sense of having a more balanced state and not being that hugely affected when something outside of you happens. They will kind of maybe help you develop the sense of inner power station as well. So yeah, beautiful energy. And the last card, oh my goodness, yeah, this is from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle, and it says, celebrate life, make your life a celebration. Again, so much like green coming through, a lot of this heart space and just very, very loving energy. And yeah, as I said, even though they have this calming presence on the outside, there is life brewing inside them. There's this sense of like, they have a love for life. They love the journey, they love the process, and yeah, they definitely know how to celebrate life. They know how to be grateful for what they have, for how far they've come. They're grateful for their experiences. This is honestly such a wise and very, very powerful person that you're going to come into contact with. And I feel like they will be able to teach you so much about not being swayed by the outward stresses of life and the outward worries and all that kind of stuff. They will teach you how to enjoy your life and live your life to the fullest. This is big and just so great and amazing and very inspiring, I must say. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it gave you something interesting, something insightful. I very much enjoyed doing these readings, and I'm just, again, so grateful, and I really appreciate that I got to deliver these messages for you. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then I would really appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up. That would mean so much to me. And also, if you got anything positive out of this video, then I would absolutely love it if you could share your experience in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that I will also see you in my upcoming videos. So in the meantime, please take care, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.